like Covington high school student Nick Sandmann has scored a legal win after being smeared by the media. CNN has settled a $250 million defamation suit Sandmann filed. It's over a confrontation with the Native American man that made the teenager look like the aggressor. Here, a look back at just some of the media coverage.
Some students harassing an older Native American man, a Vietnam vet, in the midst of a special ceremony.
It does look like that young man to me is taunting the Native American Vietnam vet.
This face-to-face confrontation igniting charges of racism.
The kid, Nick Sandmann, he doesn't seem to be afraid, but he did make a choice, and that was to make it into a standoff. That was not a good choice.
Whew, Greg, blood boiling.
Cuomo does not look good there. As good looking as he is, though, he keeps going to the gym. I want to know how much money this was settled for, and we'll never know. It drives me crazy. But this is really good news for everybody on the planet because it's a turning point. Before, there really wasn't any consequences to social media mobbery and the cancel culture, where somebody could dig up something from Brian or Juan's past and just destroy you. Just destroy you. Not you, Shannon, because you're
nothing in
squeaky clean. But now, if you know that somebody can sue you, that changes your behavior. And if you don't have deep pockets, I mean, your company's got to be worried. So I think this could put an end to the swarm, that thing that happens when somebody finds out you said something stupid when you were 16. So I hope they got something good. I hope the kid can.
So, Juan, isn't this a learning moment for reporters everywhere that you should be interested in the facts, not the narrative first?
I hope you're always interested in the facts first. But, you know, I just don't know what this means. I think that a lot of people who don't like CNN are quick to rush and say, oh, this means CNN, admitted that they did wrong. I think, I know lawyers. The lawyers are like, well, if we have to go through discovery, then that means emails and discussions are going to be revealed. We may not want that out. I don't know if the kid got $1, but I certainly can tell you as I sit here, I don't think he got was it 250 million?
Yeah, 250 million.
He got 10%. He'd be 10%,
be happy, right? Exactly.
25 million.
And they're still suing NBC and the Washington Post, and 13 more defendants are going to be named. ABC, CBS, The Guardian, Huffington Post, NPR, and Slate and The Hill are all coming up with going to get hit with lawsuits.
Well,
I don't know.
Juan, like you said, when you go into discovery, I mean, I used to have clients who you would talk to them and say, listen, this is how much it's going to cost you to go to trial. This is what they want in settlement. What do you want to do? And some people would say, yeah, we don't want all that stuff out there. We'll pay. I had other clients who would say, we will not pay a dime because what we're worried about is if we pay this person, the next one's going to want it, and the next one, and the next one. So CNN had to make a lot of calculations here that, went just beyond the legal issues.
Yeah, but Brian, aren't there questions about how the media handled this? I mean, they went after a teenager. They did it because he was wearing a MAGA hat. They said all these horrible things about him. His reputation was at a pro-life rally. His reputation was destroyed and put on the internet forever.
A white kid taking it on an American Indian.
And then they didn't back up and give the same amount of coverage to the entire context of the story as they did to the immediate narrative that they all put out there.
And absolutely, and that's why they had to get aggressive. I know what you're saying, Shannon. A lot of people, big companies, don't want to go through it. They write the check. But in this case, this kid asked for an apology.
Yeah, and
if they just say, listen, I blew it, this thing would have been over.
Right.
So if you're that worried about your reputation, which looks bad now because you admitted your guilt and wrote a check, we don't know how big, as much as Greg needs to know, and I'm very curious to know, this kid should get a lot of money. He's going to apply to colleges now. How many colleges are going to go, I don't need this. I don't need this.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to move on. I can hire that kid. I don't need
He should not go to college. He should take the money and start a business.
Oh,
sound like Tucker Carlson.
Wait a minute. Now we're going away. This is your theory.
I want to manage Nick's money.
All right.
You call me, Nick. Yeah. I'll take care of everything
What's your
for you.
experience? You have no experience.
Okay, and Greg also wants 10%.
He's
One more thing is up next.
You know what he told me the other day? He's doing sellout.